All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to talk about how you can use social media to grow your med spa. And when I say social media, in this case, we're not going to be talking about paid ads or running ads on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok in this video. We're going to be talking specifically about organic social media strategies that you can use. So before we dive into the content of the video, if you don't know who I am, my name's Josh. I'm the founder of Wellness Leads. I specifically work with med spas, aesthetic practices, and wellness centers to help them get more qualified consults. I've spent hundreds of hours personally generating leads and picking up the phone and calling leads for my clients to set appointments. And I have booked hundreds of qualified appointments for my clients at this point. So like I said earlier, I'm not going to talk about running ads on social media in this video in particular. We're going to focus specifically on organic social media strategies. So without further ado, let's just hop right in here. The problem with social media as a local business. So obviously, if you run a med spa, aesthetic practice, or wellness center, all of your clients are going to be somewhat local to you, whether that's a 5-mile, 10-mile, 20-mile radius of your business. So before I specifically worked with med spas, I created social media content for all sorts of different types of businesses. When I worked with local businesses, I would continually run into the same problem with social media. We would create really great posts for Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We would create great videos, Instagram Reels, TikToks, all that kind of stuff. And we would even get views, likes, comments, like we would get plenty of engagement and exposure, but it didn't really matter because the views that they were getting or the likes and the comments that they were getting were from people all over the United States. Right? How good is a new follower from California if your business is based in Pennsylvania, right? If you're a local business, it doesn't really matter how many views or likes or comments you get on social media if all of those views, likes, and comments are completely irrelevant from people all across the world, all across the United States, etc., right? So just posting likely won't get you lots of new clients. As a med spa, if you post as much as possible on social media because you know you're supposed to, it's really important that you adjust your expectations of what you're actually going to achieve from that. As a local business, just posting consistently likely isn't going to generate you lots of new clients, get you lots of new qualified consultations in the door on a consistent basis, like on a weekly or monthly basis. Why? Because most of the people who see your social media posts are your current followers who are all made up of your past client database or your friends and your family who are supporting your business, leads who look you up from other marketing you're doing, right? So if you're running ads on Facebook or Instagram, or if you're running a Groupon deal, or if you're doing any other kind of marketing, a lot of people will then look you up on Google or try to find you on social media to see what your business is all about. So you'll get some people from that, or complete strangers that aren't even in your local area, just because that's kind of the way that the social media algorithms work. It's very difficult to tell the algorithms to only show your posts to people in your local area. And yes, there are some things you can do, and I'll talk about this a little more later in this video as well, so stick around for that. But there are some things you can do, such as using relevant keywords and hashtags in your post and your caption to kind of like tell the algorithm that you're in a certain area. You can use geo-targeting, so you can just like put your location on your post before you hit the post button. You can boost or run ads to your post with local targeting, of course, and you should do all of those things, right? Those are all very great ways for you to get your posts in front of more people in your local area. But even then, the amount of inquiries, DMs, consults, etc., that you're going to generate from social media with people in your local area, it won't seem worth it as compared to the amount of time, effort, and money that you're putting into just getting, 2, 3, 4, or 5 posts up every single week. Like, it's a lot of effort that you put in on the front end, and it's going to feel like very little output on the back end as compared to other marketing channels that you might use, such as paid ads, where things tend to happen a lot faster and in much more quantity. But the thing is here, you absolutely need to post. I want to be very clear. This is not me giving you an excuse to stop posting and neglect social media altogether. It plays a very important role in your marketing, even if it isn't a huge source of new clients for you. When someone sees an ad that you're running, finds you at the top of Google, searches Emsculpt Neo near me, and they see your business pop up, sees your Groupon deal, drives past your location, etc., 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 whatever other marketing or other ways you're getting clients, a percentage of those people will look you up on Google, on social media. And if they find you on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, and you haven't posted since 2016, or all that you've posted is a bunch of like graphics or stock photos that you found online, that will take a massive hit on the trust that that person has with your business, and it will ultimately just decrease the effectiveness of the other marketing that you were doing, right? So if we think about the customer's journey, if someone sees one of your ads on Facebook, then they click onto your Facebook profile or onto your Instagram profile, and your posts are like really sketchy, or you haven't posted in a long time, people are immediately going to think, oh, this business is a scam or something. Like, I don't want to do business with these people. Now, on the flip side, if someone finds out about you, looks you up on Instagram, and you have a boatload of before and afters for the treatment that they are specifically interested in, you have a boatload of videos showing different demonstrations of the treatments, you have videos showing you and your team's personality, you have testimonials, this will increase the trust that that person has with your business and ultimately increase the effectiveness of your other marketing. Because if someone clicks over to your social media from an ad or from Groupon, or they literally just drive past your location and then Google you, and they see on social media that you have all this really engaging content and your team seems super friendly, you have amazing before and afters, then that person is 10 times more likely to submit their information on the ad or show up to the appointment or XYZ, right? So it just kind of improves all of the different pieces of all of the other marketing that you're doing. So just to dive right in here, we are going to touch on 5 different strategies that you can use to not only just use social media as a way of nurture, right? So I think I actually missed some information down here, right? So for most local businesses, social media should be viewed as lead nurture and not lead generation. Lead generation means getting new leads for your business. Lead nurture means building trust and authority with the leads that you already have. So all this stuff that I was talking about up here, where like someone sees your ad and then searches you up on Instagram and then sees all of your amazing posts, that is more lead nurture, right? So you're building trust and authority with that person, so they are more likely to respond more positively to your other marketing. I want to be very clear. This is not me saying that you can't generate leads with social media. There are some businesses who get a lot of new consultations from just posting stuff on social media, and that's great. You should continue to do that if that's the case. But as a local business, it is my opinion that you should not stress too much about this, right? You should just kind of use social media as a way to nurture leads for the other marketing that you're doing, and then occasionally implement some of the other strategies that I'm going to hop into right now. So I have 5 different strategies that you can use to get brand new people in your local area to find out about you using organic social media. Now, number one, the first strategy here, and these are in no order. The first strategy is local influencers. So there are likely influencers who have built up a following of people in your local area. This could be anyone in your local area whose business also provides services in person and shares a similar audience to you. So for example, like if there was a local personal trainer in your area who has like 3,000 or 4,000 followers, if there's like a hairstylist that has a bunch of followers on Instagram or Facebook or wherever, beauty influencers, etc. A strategy that you can implement to get new people to find out about you through social media is you can identify and reach out to these local influencers, right? So you could find them by just like making searches on Instagram, like, you know, whatever your area is, like Scottsdale personal trainer or something like that, and just make a list of those individuals. You can invite some of them to come in for a free treatment. You can turn that experience of them coming in and getting the free treatment into a video. And then you can ask them, hey, in exchange for this free treatment, could you just post this video on your social media? And then you can set up a specific offer that they can promote alongside the video, right? So just a very simple, engaging video of like the person coming in, and it's like the before, and it's them getting a tour of your med spa, and then, you know, the after of them being all happy with the treatment. And then you could ask them to post that video, and then they could make the caption something along the lines of, "It was so fun getting XYZ treatment at 123 Med Spa this weekend. They wanted to do something really special for our followers or my community specifically," and then you could insert some kind of introductory offer, right? This is a really great way to leverage someone else's local audience to get strangers to find out about you. You'll probably get some new followers from this as well, like because when they post and they see like, oh, this local med spa is doing some offer, you might get some people that click over to your profile as well and then give you a follow. If that does happen, you can reach out to those individuals over the DM and just basically say like, hey, saw you came over from, you know, local personal trainers post that they made. Just wanted to let you know about that intro offer, or give you some more details on that. Is that something you'd at all be interested in, right? So you can use the DMs to your advantage in this case as well. But again, the key here is that we're leveraging the local influencers audience that they've already built up of other people in your local area that have similar interests. And if we can get this local influencer to post something on their social media about you, then we can get some of their followers to trickle into your page from there. Second idea here is to host giveaways. So just like with the last strategy I mentioned, we're going to be leveraging other people's networks to get new people to find out about you. So 2 to 4 times per year, you don't want to do this too much, but 2 to 4 times per year, you can run a giveaway on social media. The way this would work is you would make a post announcing a giveaway on your page and also put it onto your story. You would give away something valuable to one lucky winner for completely free, right? So something that's actually very valuable, worth hundreds of dollars, and you're just going to give it to them for free. You're going to make the stipulations of entry to this giveaway to like that post that you posted, repost it to their story. So in order to enter this giveaway, you have to repost this post that we made onto your Instagram story. And then you have to like tag a friend in the comments or something like that. You don't have to do all of those things. You could just do them posting on their story. You could just do tag 3 friends in the comments. And then from there, you're going to pick a winner. So you're just going to randomly select a winner out of the comments or out of the whatever way they entered. And then you're going to reach out to everyone who you didn't pick. So everybody who participated in this giveaway with a discount of some sort. So let's say, for example, you were giving away a facial of some sort. You pick a winner and then you DM everybody who didn't win. And you say, hey, just wanted to let you know, so sorry you didn't win the giveaway. However, just for participating, we wanted to give you a 20% off coupon or a 20% off voucher that you could use, or we wanted to give you XYZ free bonuses alongside a purchase of this specific facial if you're interested. And then you can generate and drum up some business that way as well. Also, you can run ads to your giveaway or pay local influencers to shout it out for you. Again, so they would post something and say like, hey, I'm partnered with 123 Med Spa who's running this amazing giveaway. Just wanted to let you guys know about it. You could pay them to make that post, or you could simply just pay social media, like pay the platform to promote it for you to people in your local area. Just make sure that if you're going to do this, you are following Facebook and Instagram's giveaway rules. This is really important. They do have specific rules. Like you have to say like, hey, this giveaway is in no way associated with Facebook or Instagram, etc. You got to look into the rules yourself, but just make sure that if you are going to do a giveaway, it does comply to every single rule of Facebook doing giveaways on Instagram or Facebook. Number 3 strategy here is to tag your clients in your stories. So when someone comes in for a treatment, ask for permission to take a picture or a video of them after they've gotten results. Some people will say, no, I'm not comfortable with that. Totally fine, right? But if someone says, hey, I'm cool with that, then what you want to do is you want to post them on your story and tag them in it. So say, hey, what's your Instagram handle? And then you put that post up on your story and you would tag them. This gives them the opportunity or the option to add that story that you just posted onto their story, right? So they'll get a little notification that says like 123 Med Spa just tagged you in their story. They can go view that, and then there will be a button that says like add this to your story as well, and they can click that and it'll repost to their story. Their followers will then see that story, because Instagram stories are like people just like rapid fire just watch all of their followers' stories a lot of the times. People will see that story. Again, we're leveraging your current client's network on social media, and then what you could do is you could even ask this individual to repost to their story for some kind of small incentive. So like, hey, we're happy to give you a free bonus on your next visit if you do repost this story or something like that. You don't have to do that, not super important. Worst case, if they don't end up reposting the story and all you got out of it was something to post on your story, I would still do this because it's going to help build social proof of anyone for the people following your page and anyone visiting your page as well. Like it doesn't hurt to post that on your story. So even if they don't repost it, I would still recommend doing that. Strategy number 4 here is to use local keywords and hashtags. So I briefly touched on this earlier, although I don't think relying on your post to be shown to people in your area is a good strategy. So just like kind of posting and hoping that the algorithm is going to show your post to the right person, it doesn't hurt to try, right? We might as well try. So I do occasionally, like personally, I'll occasionally get location specific content when scrolling social media. So I know that it's possible. Like for example, if I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona, all of a sudden I'll be scrolling Instagram and I get like an Instagram reel that says like top 5 restaurants to try in Scottsdale, Arizona tonight, or something like that. And so I do know that it is possible, and the algorithms know where you are, and they also know, what content is specific to that location. I personally don't like to rely on that as your social media strategy. However, it is worth trying. So to maximize the chances that the algorithms show your content to local people in your local area, there's a handful of things that you can do. The first thing here is to use local keywords in the post itself, especially short form content. So like if you create an Instagram reel, you could put text on the Instagram reel that says like, come get a hydrofacial in Scottsdale, Arizona, or wherever your location is, right? So you're using the keywords of hydrofacial, and you're also using the keyword of Scottsdale, Arizona. So the post has a higher likelihood of knowing where you are. You can also use local keywords in the caption itself. So write up a really detailed caption for every single post and make sure that you're saying things like, hey, we're giving away or we're doing hydrofacials in Scottsdale, Arizona right now. We're, blah, 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 whatever. You'd have to just think through that, but use some keywords in there. You can also use local hashtags. So like things like hashtag MedSpa Arizona, hashtag, Med Spa Scottsdale, hashtag hydrofacial in Arizona, stuff like that. Like, I don't know, you could come up with a whole bunch of tags like that. And then also just simply tag the location in your post. So like right before you post, there's an option that it'll say like, do you want to add a location to this post? You should do this on all of your posts, right? There should be no post where you're not using local keywords in the post itself, with some exceptions, using local keywords in the caption, using local hashtags, and then tag your location in the post. Just do that as like a standard bare minimum on all of your posts so that you at least increase the likelihood that the algorithm knows where your post is coming from and who to show it to. People don't really browse hashtags anymore, but the purpose of this is to just give the social media platform as many signals as possible to who you want to see the post, right? Like if someone's looking for a med spa in their local area, they're probably not going and like, oh, I'm going to open up Instagram and go to the hashtags and type in hashtag med spa in hashtag med spa in Scottsdale, right? People don't really do that. Again, this is just the purpose of like feeding the algorithm, basically. If doing this, like just making sure that you have all of these things checked off for every single one of your posts, if it even just brings you like a couple new local followers per week or even per month who will now see your content think of you whenever they want to get a certain treatment, then it's worth it, right? So it is worth it to do this. I just wouldn't rely on this as like, oh, we're just gonna double down and post 10 posts a week and we're just gonna make sure that the people in our local area are seeing those posts. I wouldn't necessarily rely on that. And if you're doing that right now and you're just like, you're just beating yourself up because you're like, oh my gosh, we're putting so many resources, time, effort, and money into keeping the social media going, and we haven't seen a consult from it in the last 3 months. Like, I would focus on other marketing platforms in that case, but still do these things just to optimize your chances. Strategy number 5 here, this is the last one, set up partnerships with businesses in your local area. So this is similar to the local influencer strategy. You can reach out to businesses in your local area who also serve similar clients as you. Think like fitness studios, hair salons, wellness centers, etc. You can exchange services with them and both post about each other on your pages, right? Again, you're leveraging someone else's following. Like I saw a business local to me not too long ago. They did this thing where they partnered with another business that had a similar audience, but they offered completely different things. And they like, one day their team went to the other business's place of business and they, exchanged services, or they got some demos of some of the services. They made like a really cool video out of it for social media, and then vice versa. The other business went and visited that other business and did the exact same thing. They both posted about each other separately on their social media pages, and that resulted in more exposure for both of them. And this isn't even really your competition in this case, unless you're picking people that literally provide the exact same thing as you, right? And then I have a 6th and bonus strategy here is local groups. So this is specifically for Facebook and Facebook groups. There is probably a whole handful of local groups in your area. If you just type in and you go to groups and you just type in like your city, you'll probably see like a whole bunch of like local community groups. Some local groups will have a specific day that you're allowed to promote your business. Also, some other groups allow you to pay to promote your business. Now, just keep in mind, if there's like a local group that says like, oh yeah, we do like promotions on Thursdays, just keep in mind that literally every single business in your local area that's also in that group is going to be promoting themselves, and it's just going to become watered down. So I wouldn't expect like crazy results from this. Some groups also allow you to pay to promote. Like I said, do not just join a whole bunch of local groups and start spamming people with posts about some offer you're doing. Like it drives me crazy. I'm in some of these local groups myself, and when I see a business who's just like every single one of their posts is about me, like me, look at us, we exist in the local area, don't forget that we're here, come get it, come buy stuff from us. Nobody wants that. Nobody cares to see that, right? So just don't do that. Think about how you can provide value to your local community rather than just selling all the time to them, right? So in these Facebook groups, you could provide like a free resource. Like for example, you could be like, hey guys, we're 123 Med Spa down the street. We just put together this 5-step guide for how to keep your skin looking healthy as you age. We wanted to just give this to the community for free. Feel free to leave a comment down below and we'll send it over to you. So not only are you using that as a way to give to the community first by giving them something totally for free, but you're also generating leads in that way, because anyone who comments, hey, I'm interested in that guide, you could then reach out to them. You could make a post asking for like models for a new treatment, like, hey, we're looking for 5 people that we'd love to do before and after pictures with. Anyone in the group, would anyone in the group be interested? Then you can either do those heavily discounted, or you could even do them for free. If you see anyone ever asking questions in the group that is relevant to your business, spend some time answering that question for them, right? Kind of position yourself or your business as like the local authority on answering those questions. Probably won't happen super often, but you could always do that as well. Now, with all that said, the key theme of all these strategies I shared, with the exception of strategy number 4, you'll notice that the common theme of all these strategies is to think of ways that you can leverage other people's audiences, networks, or communities. If all you do is post on social media and you expect to get lots of new clients and lots of new exposure from that, you're going to be very disappointed. Social media for a local business, at least in my experience, in my opinion, is best for lead nurture, right? So for any leads or any exposure you're getting from other places, if people find you on social media, it's made more for that. So getting people to trust you, essentially, that have already found out about you in a different way. And if you want new clients from it, you need to think of ways that you can tap into other people's relevant and local audiences using some of the strategies that I shared today. So like, for example, if you wanted to make it just a regular thing that like twice per year, 3 times per year, 4 times per year, you run a giveaway, maybe once a quarter, you partner with a local influencer in your area. Maybe you just kind of spend 5 minutes every morning browsing local Facebook groups to see if there's any questions that you could answer. I would definitely set up partnerships with other businesses, not just for social media, but just in general, because that's a good idea of things to do. And then just make sure that you're posting. Make sure that you're posting stuff. You don't have to drive yourself crazy and post every single day. Just make sure that you're getting content up there so that when people do find you from other places, they see that you're not this weird, sketchy business, right? So if you're curious to hear how I could potentially help you get 10 to 20 qualified aesthetic consults each month, or you don't pay me a single dime, then hit the first link in the description down below. Watch the video on that page that it'll bring you to, and then feel free to book a time to chat with me to see how that would all work. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one.